Alright guys, now we are going to set up our lab environment. For that you need to download the Windows XP. You need to download the Windows XP ISO file. We are going to set up Windows XP as the target machine for few of the videos, and then we will learn about the Stack Overflow and SSH Overflow and all of them in details. And then we are going to see a security mitigations like ASLR, and then we install Windows 7 and we will learn how to bypass those security mitigations. Now I am at this website called isoriver.com. I'll put a link in the description. Now you can download the 32-bit version. Since we are focusing on Windows 32-bit architecture, we gonna download this 32-bit one. Now you get a free trial, and then afterwards you need to enter the product key. Okay, you can get the product key online. You can just type Windows XP SP3 and the product key. Okay, I think you can get easily, or you can download from this torrents. I have already downloaded the ISO file from torrents. Now another software we need is VMware, or you can use VMware Player, which is a free version, or VirtualBox, that's also a free version. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, the process is similar of creating virtual machine. Now click on File, New Virtual Machine, and then choose Typical and click Next. Now select this third option and click Next. Now we need to give what we want to install the OS. That's Windows XP Professional 32-bit. Now you can name your virtual machine name, and also you can set a location. I am going to leave it to default location. Now click Next. Now you can assign the size of the virtual machine, and now select this option, store virtual disk as a single file, so that it will be easy to copy if you want to. Now click Finish. Okay, now do not power on the machine. Now click on Edit Virtual Machine Settings, and then now give RAM. Okay, 512 MB of RAM is fine. Okay, you can set this number of processors and cores. Since Windows XP is lightweight, you can leave it to default. Now coming to 40 GB, you can leave that as well. Now coming to CD DVD, you need to choose the ISO option and click on Browse. Now locate the ISO file which you have downloaded earlier. Now click on OK. Now click on Power on this virtual machine. Now just wait for it. Now you need to press enter. Okay, now you need to press F8 button. Now click on C to create a partition and click enter. And now click enter to install that in that partition. Now choose the quick format. Okay guys, now installation has been completed. This virtual machine will reboot now. Just click enter. Okay, just saying this is my very favorite operating system and this is my first operating system I have ever used. In my just so many years back I got a computer and I don't know even how to use it. It's very good olden days. Okay, now setup may continue. Okay guys, now I am going to stop this video here. I think it's almost installation has been done and it will ask for username and password and just some configuration which you can do it on your own. Alright guys, now my Windows XP has been installed in virtual machine. You can see here. Now we are going to install bunch of softwares for our practice. I have already collected some softwares in a folder and I will put that folder link in the description. You can download it from Google Drive. So first what we are going to install is a debugger. I am going to use Immunity Debugger throughout this series and also a Python script called mona.py. It helpful in our exploit development. We can create pattern, we can search addresses, instructions. We can also see the security mitigations in the DLS. So it's now we are going to copy all the softwares into Windows XP and we are going to install it in it. Now let's install Immunity Debugger. Now the debugger asks you to install Python 2.7, which is you need to must and should install this because without this our Python Mona scripts will not work. Now click on I accept, click on next, install. Now click on close. Now the installer of Python 2.7 will run now. Now click on install for all users. Now click next. Click next. Now click finish. Okay, now our Immunity Debugger has been installed successfully. Just double click it to make sure whether it's installed correctly or not. Okay, we have installed successfully Immunity Debugger. Now don't worry about all these pains. I am going to briefly and I will explain in next video in more detail about Immunity Debugger. Now just close it. Now since we have set up our debugger and mona.py, we need to copy this Python script. Right click and copy. We need to go to my computer and local disk C and program files. Now Immunity Inc and debugger, and now in PyCommands folder you need to paste this file so that we can access this script inside Immunity Debugger. We will see that in later videos. Now our debugging environment is set up. In the next videos, we will see how to install softwares and how to fuzz it and how to exploit it. Another setup we are going to do is in our main operating system, that is in this Windows 10. We need to install Python 3 because we will be writing some Python scripts to exploit our programs. Okay, I have already downloaded this Python 3.8. Now just run it. Now check this box, add Python 3.8 to path and click install now. Now click yes. Okay, now click close. Now you can start writing your Python scripts, and to open the Python script, you can use IDLE program, integrated development running environment. It comes default after installation of Python. You can now execute commands here, and you can also open a Python file and you can write to that. But I want you to install this Visual Studio Code text editor. This is very nice text editor and it supports syntax editing and suggestions or like that. I highly recommend you to install it. Now click on install to install this one. Okay, now click on finish. Now since I am going to launch Visual Studio Code, I don't need to uncheck this box. Okay, now we want to install Python extension to give the syntax editing and all this to recognize the file as a Python script. Now click on these extensions and search for Python. Now you can see the first one is Python. Click on install. Okay, now our Python extension has been installed successfully. Now what you are going to do is create new file. Okay, I want to show you some quick settings in this which you need to tweak for better experience. Now click on font and choose font size as 24 or something like that. Now search for mouse and click this mouse wheel zoom. So you can you can hold the control key and you can scroll down or up to increase the font size. Now let's create a new Python file. Say hello world.py. Now let's say print hello world. Now what you're going to do is to run this program you need to click this pause button. Okay, now enter parent is not installed, you need to install it. Now click on install. Now let's run the program again. Okay, let us wait for that installation. If you are using Linux as a main operating system, you need to install pip3, otherwise this command may not work. It's very easy, just type sudo apt install python 3 pip. Now we're going to run this program. As you can see, our output hello world is printed. So that's all about this lab setup, guys. And I will be posting this Varun Software's link in the description from Google Drive. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope we will meet in the next video.